Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Inner Workings of My Mind. Today's episode, What Saturday Morning Cartoons Failed to Teach Me. I am not the smartest guy in the world. I'm finally old enough and wise enough to realize that. But I do have a degree in engineering, and I'm working on another one in art. As such, I'm retaking an American government class to satisfy the qualifications of said degree. As I read through my textbook, I'm suddenly taken back to my childhood. Countless hours spent in front of that magic box every Saturday morning. The one thing I looked forward to most was Schoolhouse Rock. I'm pretty sure that everything I ever needed to know in life was learned watching those 5-minute bites of pure fact and knowledge. I chose my career by watching Electricity. I learned how to communicate by watching Lolly, 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 get your efforts here. And simply unpack your adjectives. And I learned about American history by watching And the shocker around the world was the start of the revolution. Oh, those were the days. Super Friends, Land of the Lost, to the land of the lost. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? It wasn't until I was well into the required reading of my American government textbook that I repeatedly read a word that was somewhat foreign to me. And that word was legislature. What? I dove deep into the inner workings of my mind to try and retrieve that word from the stored memories of my Saturday morning American government lessons. Nope, nothing. I may have a bachelor's degree, but I suddenly realized when it comes to politics, I'm pretty much a doorknob. So what was I to do? I hit the interweb, of course. Surely I'll find the true meaning of legislature there, right? Dictionary.com says, a deliberative body of persons, usually elective, who are empowered to make, change, or repeal laws of a country or state. The branch of government having the power to make laws as distinguished from the executive and judicial branches of government. Then there are other words that sound kind of like legislature, like legislation, legislator, legislative, legislative. Man, that sounds way too familiar. I know this. I decided to consult the highest authority I know in these matters. I dusted off my Schoolhouse Rock DVD and waited for the knowledge to be spoon-fed directly into my brain.
Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then he sat down and wrote me out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill.
The word legislature wasn't in there. I watched it 3 times. Neither was legislation or legislator. Well, surely they'll explain what legislature means in one of the other episodes, right? Preamble? Hey, do you know about the USA? Nope. Elbow room? Oh, elbow room, got to get us an elbow room. Nope. It wasn't until I got to the episode named 3-Ring Government. Ring 1 executive, 2 is legislative, that's Congress. What? What did she say? 2 is legislative, that's Congress. That's it! Legislature. Or the legislature. Or the legislative branch of our government. Holy cow! That's Congress! Why didn't they just say so? Oh, wait, they did. Well, then ABC should have shown that episode way, way more often. I must have seen every other episode literally hundreds of times over the course of my life. But that one? I barely even recall it. Years and years of confusion could have been cleared up if they would have aired that single episode more than once. Okay, one more time for the millions of people I know who are just like me. The legislature is Congress. A legislator is just a member of Congress. Legislation are just the laws they're trying to pass. Why didn't they just say that in the I'm Just a Bill episode? It could have cleared things up over 20 some odd years ago. I had to wait till 2009 to watch that 3-Ring Government episode to finally get it. 2 is legislative, that's Congress. That'll just about do it for this week. Come back next week when we talk about the new Star Trek movie. and how it will surely cause the destruction of the known universe.